Have you ever spent hours trying to make a simple decision? Which product to buy? Which opportunity to choose? Or even which direction your life should take? The more we think about it, the more confused we become. But what if decision-making didn't have to be so difficult? Today, we explore a simple concept that can change the way you make decisions: resonance versus dissonance. The modern problem in today's digital world, we are surrounded by choices everywhere. Be they advertisements, reviews, ratings, influences, and even comparison videos, every option promises to be the best choice. But instead of clarity, what do we often feel? Overwhelmed. Because with too many options, clarity disappears. Here's a relatable story. Let me introduce you to Mama Tara. She is a middle-class homemaker with school-going children. One morning, her mixer grinder suddenly breaks down. And her youngest son insists on fresh fruit juice every day. So replacing it becomes urgent. Like most of us today, she starts with a Google search. Within seconds, hundreds of options appear. Different brands, different sizes, different prices, thousands of reviews. The more she searches, the more confused she becomes. So she decides to visit a nearby store, Target, where she can actually see the products. But even there, something interesting happens. Her inner dialogue begins. Am I in the right store? Is this the right blender for my family? Can I trust this brand? Will it last long? Should I buy now, or wait? And suddenly, a simple purchase becomes mentally exhausting. The human dilemma. Mama Tara's situation is not unique. It is the human dilemma. Every decision we make becomes entangled with past experiences, fear of making mistakes, and the need for social approval. Over time, decision-making turns into mental fatigue. We overthink. We procrastinate. We hesitate. And sometimes, we don't decide at all. Introducing resonance versus dissonance. This is where the concept of resonance versus dissonance becomes powerful. Resonance is the feeling of inner alignment. It feels like openness, calmness, a natural sense of flow. Your thoughts become clearer. Dissonance feels very different. It feels like contraction. A sense of heaviness, resistance, or subtle tension in the body. When we rely only on rational analysis, comparing endless pros and cons, confusion often increases. But when we pay attention to resonance, decisions begin to feel clearer and lighter. The science and metaphysical view. Science shows that our thoughts create measurable electrical activity in the brain. Different thoughts produce different brainwave patterns. From a metaphysical perspective, thoughts also carry vibrational frequencies, shaped by our subconscious mind. Every decision you make aligns you with a certain frequency of experience. In other words, decision-making is not really about right or wrong. It is about choosing which experience you wish to explore. The fear of wrong decisions. One of the biggest reasons we struggle to decide is the fear of making the wrong choice. But here is a different perspective. There is no truly wrong decision. Every decision simply takes you down a different path of experience. Each path brings lessons, awareness, and personal growth. Your subconscious is not trying to punish you. It is trying to help you expand. It's time to shift your mindset. So instead of asking, is this the right choice? Try asking a different question. What experience am I choosing to explore? This simple shift creates freedom. It releases you from rigid expectations and socially programmed beliefs. Next, examine your beliefs before making a decision, pause and observe. Ask yourself, are old beliefs influencing this choice? Am I acting from fear? Is this decision filled with shoulds? Decisions made from conditioning often feel heavy. Decisions made from resonance feel light and alive. Mama Tara revisited. Back at Target, Mama Tara pauses. She stops the mental noise. She narrows her options to a few suitable blenders. Then she simply feels. She touches one blender, then another. And she asks herself, does this feel right for my home? Does it feel expansive or restrictive? Does my body feel relaxed or tensed? Then she realizes something important. There is no irreversible mistake here. If it doesn't work out, she can always replace it later. With that pressure gone, clarity appears. She chooses her blender, calmly and confidently. And now, here's the final message. Life is not a test that must be passed perfectly. It is an exploration of experiences. Your decisions do not need to be flawless. Freedom comes when you trust your inner compass. There are no wrong roads. Only different journeys that expand your awareness. Our closing reflection. So the next time you face a decision, stop overthinking. Feel the difference between resonance and dissonance. And choose what feels alive. That inner guidance has always been within you.